read A Lesson Before Dying by Ernest J. Gaines. The book is about two main characters. Jefferson, a troubled youth who gets a death sentence when he goes to a liquor store with his brother and his brother's friend Bear, where his brother and Bear try to rob the storekeeper, but they all end up dead, and Jefferson panics and takes the money. Grant is an average African-American schoolteacher who was asked to change Jefferson into a better man before his execution. The story is based in the 1940s and takes place in the town of Bainay, Louisiana. It's mainly a story about racial injustice, about how this boy gets no say in his life, gets no say in court, and was just automatically found guilty and was sent to jail until his execution date. It starts out as a trial in court. The story is exciting and makes you want to get to the end to see what is going to happen to the boy, if he will survive or not. As my object, I picked a notebook because during the novel, Grant would go visit Jefferson at his cell. Each time, Jefferson was stubborn, didn't make eye contact, never ate the food his aunt made for him, and always referred himself to being a hog. And he's no human. But later on, you read that Jefferson and Grant have a breaking point where they both understand each other. Grant asks Jefferson what he wants for his last wishes, and all Jefferson wanted was radio, a notebook, and his last meal to be ice cream. Near the end of the novel, there is a whole chapter just on Jefferson's journal. The next important event is the day Grant hears the news about Jefferson's execution date. He doesn't know how to react or what he is going to do with the next couple months. Jefferson begins to overpower Grant's thoughts, and even if Grant didn't believe in God, Jefferson should, and make him feel like he is a good person and he is going to be in the sky looking over everybody he cares for. It was the part of the story where Grant begins to change character from an unhappy and cynical to a caring, confident man. The notebook connects to this event because it was when Grant rewarded Jefferson with his first wish of the radio. Later, his second wish for the notebook would be rewarded to him. The story reaches climax when Grant and Reverend have an argument about what it means to be educated. Grant might know a lot about arithmetic and grammar, but he's not educated. He knows nothing about the people surrounding him. He doesn't even know himself. Grant has a realization about his life, and he heads to see Jefferson like any other day. But this time he has an open mind to what Reverend has told him. He realizes the man Jefferson could be, and he talks to him about the power Jefferson has to change everything. He can become a man bigger than anyone else. He has the power to offer change, while everyone else can only offer small things. They both end up in tears, and Grant agrees to buy Jefferson everything he can to make his last month most enjoyable. He buys him his notebook so Jefferson can write down every thought he has. So if he wants to talk about it, he can. At the end, Jefferson ends up calling himself a human, and he believes in himself. I would rate this novel a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. My first reason for giving it this rating is in the beginning of the story it gets really repetitive, always talking about Grant going to the court or teaching or his problems with his girlfriend. And nothing really happens until the climax. All the reading you have done and you watch Grant change, so it's interesting and it's worth reading about all his court visits. It also has a good theme about racial injustice and fighting for what's right, and how one man can make a difference.